Welcome, everyone, to the Golden State, Oakland, California, the home of the Warriors as they prepare for an Eastern Conference opponent right here. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. Alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Ilyasova and Sanders in the middle. At the 2 and the 3 are Mayo and Parker. And it's Knight in at the 1. Now, here is Knight. Sanders sets the screen for Knight. Thompson with the rebound.
Klay Thompson, 6'7", and able to defend 3 different positions on a given night. In fact, he's often assigned the job of covering point guards. Did that in the playoffs against Chris Paul. Does a nice job of moving his feet and using his length to recover.
Now, here's Thompson. Brandon Knight missing his last shot. 4 on the clock. Iguodala, that's a 2-pointer. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Iguodala's got the first points up on the board for the Warriors. Here's Milwaukee now. And for Klay, a pretty versatile defender. He can struggle against stronger players, though.
Yeah, and that's part of it when you're a young player. Very few NBA players come into the league as strong as they need to be, and Klay is no exception there. And with his work ethic, though, he'll get the strength he needs.
Iguodala with the steal. He dishes it to Thompson, and stolen by Knight. Mayo with it. Kicks to Parker. Wants to get it to Sanders and does. Nice D from Bogut.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
Now, here's Curry. Over in the corner, Lee. Back to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Here's Thompson. No good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Mayo with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Mayo dishing to Ilyasova. Here's Iguodala. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Iguodala. The dish to Thompson. Puts up the baby hook. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
That's his first personal
Well, Klay
foul.
Thompson, the son of former #1 draft pick Michael Thompson, but totally different games. His father was a big man who kind of played inside. Klay, a swing man, just a knockdown shooter from deep.
At the line
And Clay's
of
father, Michael, often his toughest critic, he tells Klay, post those smaller guards up and don't always fade away. I can hear him saying it, can't you?
That's why I'm laughing. Sounds just like Michael, who knew how to handle himself with his back to the goal as a college and pro standout himself.
And so Thompson nails both of them. And so it's Milwaukee with it, searching for their first points of the game. Parker, a screen on Curry. Knight kicks to Parker. Ilyasova sets a screen for Parker. And the 3-ball is good.
3 points.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
The Warriors leading. Thompson outside, picked by Lee. Thompson with it. Now Mayo defending, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Warriors, guys, with the acquisition of Andre Iguodala, possesses one of the elite starting 5s, I think, in the NBA.
Yeah, and the numbers prove that, Kevin. Their starting 5 was right there near the top of the league in terms of efficiency. And, the big thing is just getting the bench more involved and trying to get more continuity with that second unit.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And I think, last season, Warriors coaching staff tried to play the starters together to help develop their chemistry, but when the bench platoon went in, the other team typically took advantage and made a big run. So as the season wore on, coaching staff went to a more blended lineup approach in an effort to keep more scoring on the floor.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Parker with it. He's picked up by Lee. Parker drives in. That evens the score. Parker's got 5 points so far.
And the Warriors also making some moves to get more offense off the bench. Very resourceful front office, and they knew that was a priority.
Now here's Lee. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Thompson, and blocked. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
Warriors ball. 9 seconds on the shot clock. 9.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. The tray, just 5 to shoot, and he gets it to go. He's got 5.
And that's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He told me he's a fan of Andre Iguodala, especially the way he's developed his outside shot. He said that was one weakness. He could do everything else, pass, handle, and finish. And boy, what a defender. But now that he's developed that jump shot, there are really no weaknesses in his game. Guys, that makes it awfully tough to deal with a guy who can impact the game in that many ways. Back to you.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
Well, tough call there on that illegal screen.
He didn't look set to me, Steve. I thought that was a good call.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Now Knight. Sanders with a screen on Curry. And here's Ilyasova outside. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lee sets a screen for Curry. With a step back. That's good on the jump shot.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
Now, here is Knight. Looking for his first basket still in this one. This is DeMayo. Knight kicks to Parker. Off target from three-point range.
Well contested shot, and they did an excellent job of not fouling the shooter.
Defense is about effort and commitment and discipline. He's a good defender because of those things.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Thompson. Lee dishes to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Thompson left side. Can't get it to go.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. O.J. Mayo in his 7th year in the NBA really just seems he's never been able to truly improve, guys, from his rookie year.
Well, yeah, if anything, last season he took a big step backwards, Kevin. I mean, with his field goal percentage, passing, his rebounding all down, I'm not sure he was in great shape either.
That free throw good from Mayo.
And the Milwaukee Bucks took a bit of a gamble on O.J. Mayo's upside with that 3-year, $24 million deal last season. The early returns, somewhat discouraging, but let's see how it plays out the rest of the way before we make a final judgment.
Mayo hits them both.
Mayo's disappointing season was crystallized in a much-circulated video of him bending over to tie his shoelace while the other team went 5-on-4. He's got talent, but sequences like that have to be cause for concern.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that. Last season, Andrew Bogut was able to say that he was the healthiest he's been in years. And that might not seem like much, but it makes a huge difference for him to be at full strength.
He's off on the first.
And with Bogut feeling 100%, he had so many injuries over the years leading up to last season that it was hard for him to really find himself once again. But when he's 100%, he's really a force in the middle.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And with Bogut, as you said, I think people forget just how impactful he can be when healthy. Everyone knows that he's an amazing defender, and he's one of the top centers in the league when he's healthy.
To have a legitimate 7-footer who can move and pass the ball as well as Bogut does, that does wonders for a team at both ends of the floor.
And here is Curry. O.J. Mayo getting it to go from deep. Iguodala. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Iguodala's got his second basket of the game. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. So it's the Bucks now. Knight kicks to Parker. Back to Knight. Feeds to Sanders. Shoots from 14. The shot no good. Nice D from Bogut. And here is Knight. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Clock at 6. Second chance shot, and Sanders lays it in.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound, and once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Now here's Curry. Lee, a screen on Knight. Curry passes to Lee. That is good. Lee's got it all tied up now for the Warriors. Bucks have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Shot by Mayo is no good.
He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. That's the look he wanted.
And the pass to Iguodala. The 3. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Well, I tell you what, that's fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. The key there was not to give him much space before he took that shot.
And that's the only way to stop him, Clark. The defender has to be all over him with a hand in his face.
Here's Curry. Jabari Parker making his last shot. Curry attacking on the wing. Thompson. Iguodala against Parker. 6 to shoot. Here's Curry, and the rejection by Sanders. Outside Mayo. Back to Sanders. Excellent D here by Iguodala. The Warriors trailing. Another miss by Iguodala.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off. You know, last year the Bucks knew that to make the playoffs would be a real stretch. Strange kind of when you consider the year before, 2013, they had gotten to the playoffs, but it just goes to show you things change quickly in the NBA.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And the Bucks with some changes. Barnes with it, out to the right wing. Fires from deep, and that one's good. Barnes has got himself on the board with 3 there.
The defense sagged off, and, you know, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that 3.
To the paint. Here's Middleton. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
First personal foul.
Well, you know, Chris Middleton, an isolation scorer back at Texas A&M during his college days, now is becoming more of an off-the-ball scorer. He's got a solid mid-range game and getting it done inside and out.
And Middleton, not an elite athlete, a little tougher creating his own shot perhaps at the NBA level.
Yeah, but at 6'8", with that nice high release, great touch. I think he has some versatility in that regard, but it's all about efficiency. And with time, he may look to be more aggressive.
Here's Walters. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Walters dishes to Middleton. Down low, here's Henson, banked in off the glass.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Here is Livingston. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
Great work getting in the shooter's face and then getting back to the boards to grab the rebound.
And the Bucks with possession here. 3-point lead. Now here's Henson, covered by Barnes. There's the feed to Middleton. 3-pointer. Can't get it to go.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that shot very often. When he's open like that, it's usually lights out.
Right side, Green. Spates sets a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Livingston kicks to Green from the baseline. A second chance effort, and Spates gets it to go. Spates has got his first points in this one.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you got to continue to go to the well.
Here's Walters. He feeds it to Middleton. Here's Antetokounmpo. Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Green, the screen. Out to the right wing. And here's Barnes for 3. That's good. Barnes has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Warriors.
And he was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
29 seconds left here in the first quarter. Walters passes to Antetokounmpo. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. Milwaukee shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
Well, they were 75% free throw shooting a season ago.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys. Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
Yeah, and even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
And Walters kicks to Bayless from the wing. Got it off in time, but it's no good. It's a tie game here in Oakland. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
And the key has been the second chance points. You look at this team, the hustle that they play with, very impressive in that first quarter.
Well, it's showing up on the scoreboard. I mean, you get second chance points like that, it can add to your totals and also demoralize your opponent.
Here is Livingston. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Barnes and Green, the forward tandem. Rush out there with Livingston, and it's Spates in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Here is Livingston. He kicks to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With the floater, here's Spates. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. It's his first trip to the line.
Well, he was an excellent foul shooter a season ago at about 82%.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
Thompson, he's checked in for Golden State. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Marshall, he's checked in for Walters. He doesn't get the second one.
Maurice Spates, a big man with a nice shooting touch. Last season, an uptick in three-point attempts for him, and that might be a good move, developing his shot outside the arc. The three and the way the game is played now is much more valuable than the long two-point shot.
Here is Livingston, following the score by John Henson, and he gets it to go.
Every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
The Bucks trail. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Antetokounmpo dishes to Marshall. Pass to Bayless. Fires from the corner. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
I thought he'd make that one. That's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Back to Thompson. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Passes it to Middleton. He dishes it to Marshall. Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. Pass to Marshall. He's looking for Bayless and finds him. Off target from the baseline.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
The screen from Thompson. Thompson right side. Livingston passes to Spates. Shot is no good, so Milwaukee will take it the other way. It's stolen by Green. Kicks it to Barnes. The dish now to Livingston. Feeds it to Spates. Now Bayless. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Milwaukee.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
We've also seen them do a great job of not letting easy shots go into the paint. A good amount of blocks for this team so far today.
And the Warriors with some changes. David Lee's checked in for Spates. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Sean Livingston. A big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Sanders checked in for Henson. Ilyasova comes in for Chris Middleton. Parker's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And Knight subbed in for Jared Bayless. Shot clock at 6. Thompson for 3. And Sanders pulls it down. Sanders has got his 4th rebound in this one. Now, here's Marshall, guarded by Kerr. Dishes to Knight. Now, here's Marshall. Knight kicks to Marshall. Ilyasova, a screen on Kerr. Marshall can't hit.
Nobody near him. He'll normally make that one.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, David Lee is one of the more skilled power forwards in the NBA. He credits his skill level in part to growing late. He said, "I wasn't always the biggest guy growing up. I was actually a point guard my freshman year of high school. I played some wing and some at guard. Kevin, he kept those skills as he grew."
One of the best passing big men in the game, Doris. Thank you. And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in. I think for a while, Clark, teams looked at Iguodala and saw his talent and what he could do on the floor, and they wanted him to be a centerpiece. Now that he's been in the league this long, And as a vet, he seems almost better suited as a complementary piece.
I wouldn't
do you
disagree
think?
with that. I mean, not everybody can be the main focal point of a team, and that's no knock on Iguodala. I mean, I think he's terrific. He does a little bit of everything, does it all well. And I understand he's really a high-quality guy and teammate. He's very much more of a playmaker than a scorer, even though he can look dominant with the ball in his hands at times.
And with Iguodala comfortable in his role playing as a sidekick, it makes sense because he modeled his game so closely after Pippen when he was growing up, very much cut out of the same cloth.
You know, final thought here on Iguodala. The more I think about what you said about him and Pippen, they're similar in length. Their ability, their versatility defensively is a talent that I think they both have, in addition to being able to make plays for others. I think it's a reasonable comparison, actually quite apt when you look at those two guys. Steph Curry last season was 7th in scoring and 3rd in total assists in the NBA. He had the 4th most three-pointers over a season in NBA history, a year after he had set the NBA three-point season record. Not too bad for Steph Curry.
Sanders trying to get open. Parker's shot is off.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Thompson, and that one's good.
Thompson.
Thompson's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
And Curry, Steve, already in his 6th season in the NBA, the Warriors franchise leader already in three-pointers made.
Yeah, Warriors fans obviously hoping he will one day retire in blue and gold. And by the way, that's how I feel too. But listen, this guy just incredible from the three-point line. And he became a superstar last year, really emerged as one of the best players in the NBA.
Now Thompson. Brandon Knight missing on the 3. Puts up a 3. Curry's shot is off. Bucks trail by 3. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now, here's Marshall. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Ilyasova dishes to Parker. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, that's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
Curry outside. Here's Bogut. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
Milwaukee foul call. Ersan Ilyasova. First personal foul, team's 5th.
O.J. Mayo is checked in for Kendall Marshall. The Warriors have hit 6 free throws in 10 attempts.
With 1.
And that one misses.
Well, Andrew Bogut possesses really great size and above-average athleticism, but I really think it's his basketball IQ that sets him apart. He's got outstanding instincts, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Now here's Curry. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game.
He has yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
Knight kicks to Parker. The pass to Mayo. The feed to Sanders. To end the drought, and he gets it to go.
That time the defenders were a little lazy getting to him.
Timeout called the Warriors. Well, the Bucks last season with one of the worst records guys in the NBA, almost despite themselves.
Yeah, a rare high draft pick for a team that's never shown much appetite for rebuilding. Now they find themselves with some gifted young talent.
Warriors leading by 3. Thompson outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Thompson's got 9.
Well, the question for the Bucks is this. I mean, will they feature those young players and then, in turn, by doing that, maximize their development? This has been a team that's been stuck on the treadmill of mediocrity for decades now, it seems. A chance presenting itself to go young and build something special. Will they have the patience and foresight and fortitude to do that? We'll see. I think they do, though. I think they'll be able to stay the course. He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Knight passes to Parker. Trying to find Ilyasova and gets it to him. Mayo with the screen for Ilyasova. He trains the turnaround jump shot. Ilyasova's got his second bucket.
And the Bucks have locked themselves in with some veteran contracts. I'll be interested to see how they balance minutes. Do you go young and look ahead, or do you put your best talent on the floor? Not an easy call.
Now here's Lee. Back to Curry. Iguodala outside. He feeds it to Curry. Fires the 3, and he gets it to go. Curry's got 4 points this quarter.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Curry against Knight. Outside Mayo. He kicks it to Ilyasova. Pass to Knight. Outside Mayo. Ilyasova, a screen on Thompson. Second chance shot, and the call will be against O.J. Mayo. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Way to stand his ground. He set his feet and took the full force of that charge right in the middle of his chest. That took some courage.
Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Thompson. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Walters checked in. Warriors leading by 6. Here's Rush. He dishes it to Iguodala. Passes to Curry. Iguodala against Ilyasova. Just 5 on the clock. The drive by Iguodala, and the layup is good. Iguodala's got 9.
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
Bucks trail by 8. Here's Walters. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Sanders trying to get open, cans it from short range.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. And his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
Now here's Curry. He's got 7, pass to Lee. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists in the game. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Warriors leading by 6. Lee sets a screen for Curry. Kicks it to Iguodala. Baseline jumper, and Parker with the block. Here's Walters. It's Mayo on the wing. Parker against Iguodala. Sanders with a screen on Iguodala. And Parker, here we go. Parker with another miss.
Well contested shot there.
And that's the key defensively. You've got to make them work for it, challenge every shot.
Curry's shot is good.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Here's Walters, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Bogut's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And he's going up for the alley-oop, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Walters dishes to Ilyasova. 1:15 left to play here in the second quarter. And Walters kicks to Sanders. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Sanders has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They've slowed down casting those triples here in the second.
I'd actually like to see them go back outside, Clark, because they had a good flow, a good pace here early on.
Now here's Curry. 9 points in the game so far. Lee passes to Iguodala. Shot clock at 6. And it's Larry Sanders with the rebound. Sanders has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Parker inside, covered by Bogut, and that one's good. Now just a 4-point Warrior lead.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Inside, and stolen by Ilyasova.
And no need to rush it. They can play for one shot.
And I think they should wait till about the 5-second mark to go for it.
Here's Walters. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. With 1 on the clock, no good. And a tight game here as we end the first half. The Warriors on top, up by 4. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
Andre, thank you. Kevin, one of those intangibles you always look to.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.